Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Londoners, they've got a full half season since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row. And you don't get on win streaks like this without your defense playing a big role.
They've created quite an identity, and I know they want and expect this streak to get to 9.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 2nd and 5. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's #4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Back to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the BlackKnights take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him, He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. He'll look to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. And that'll bring up fourth down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
The Seahawks send out their punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Returnable here from the 38, and he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. 2nd and 3. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. They'll look to throw again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks will take over here just shy of the 30. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in them.
This is intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Seven yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. And he went in right there from the snap for the completion.
I love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Black Knights lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Oh, such great concentration. They're going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There are so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal play.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now 14-0. So that drive, 4 plays. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Now they're a little further behind the 8-ball after the interception led to the touchdown. So a 2-score deficit here, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 6. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll set up to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down. A pretty sizable deficit here in the 1st quarter. This defense will probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down, almost back to the drawing board.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Back to throw here. And he comes back with one complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Hands it off out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
That's the end of the 1st quarter with the score
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, and it's London with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best 1st half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this 1st half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Queen. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Queen. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He was intercepted on that last drive, the 3rd one he's thrown in this first half alone. And he'll look to right the ship here, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now a handoff up the middle. Queen. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. On 3rd down, Queen. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
The punt team on now as from their end zone they get it away. Ooh, with a juke. A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the BlackKnights are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up third.
Out of the gun now on third down. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. On second down now, Queen. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Holding, offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll drop to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Back to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 2nd and 1. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. They'll look to throw. Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. And he's going to have a first down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28. They'll look to throw here. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll start with one of the best rivalries in the NFL. Dallas on the road in our nation's capital. And that one closing in on halftime with the Cowboys out on top. C.D. Lamb, a touchdown reception. From there, let's get over to the Rockies and check out the Broncos at home in Denver. And at this point, they trail the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Trey Lance with a couple of touchdown passes. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting San Francisco 49ers. Devontae Smith, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. We'll move on now to check out the next-gen stats in that first half for our home team. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Second down and 7. They're going to look to throw, and that'll be incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
13 yards, and it keeps the drive moving.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 45-yard line.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up second down. No, third down. They'll look to throw again. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. McPherson's kick is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Pass is caught. It's Metcalf going across the field here. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll set up a throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. First target, first catch at a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Picked up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a give right side. Queen. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Back to throw now on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Up the middle they go. Queen. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll set up to throw. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. So that, Charles, their first score of the ballgame, obviously, coming here in the 3rd quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now down to 20. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A quick throw, but incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week, as he's got a first down as well. Back to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Holding offense.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Touchdown! A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Black Knights will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. McPherson on for the point after. And that stretches the lead to 27. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, Let's just say it's been unusual.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 5-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. 4th down now after a loss of 2. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Second and 14. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. They'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand?
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Black Knights add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. They'll look to throw now on first down. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Being chased out left. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
And out now come the Seahawks. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They're going to look to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Over the middle, it's complete. And a gain of 4 gets them right to the midfield stripe. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for our visitors, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals.